Good morning. How are you guys doing? Just finished going through my yesterday's video, and a lot of you guys had a lot of great suggestions and opinions on what I should do with Rusty. So thank you very much. I'm always taking your thoughts and ideas into consideration when I'm making decisions for this channel, because you guys are definitely a part of this channel. So thank you very much. Yesterday, what did we do yesterday? So I want to keep you guys caught up. I guess first things first, somebody asked yesterday, did you weigh yourself today? And I'm like, no, I thought I'd give you guys a break from my health and weight situation. But I stood on the scale this morning and I was 201.0. So I did a little bit of strength training yesterday after I did take Rusty up to get the mail and do some little experiments with Rusty. And then I came back and did a 35-kilometer bike ride. And I managed to, let me just go to the screen. Yesterday was Monday. So I burned a total of 1,280 calories for the whole day, which is amazing. Although I did a 35-kilometer bike ride, I still only did about 4,500 steps for the whole day. But I'm pretty sure this makes up for it. So this is the health app or activity app on Apple, and it gives all the stats of my ride. I did wear a chest heart rate monitor. I've got tons of sensors on my bike, and that's the bike that I used, and it's a Giant TRC, and it has full electronic shifting, which is amazing. And I'll probably do a video someday about all the stuff on that bike. I also want to do a video on all the gear that I need to do winter cold rides, because I think it's kind of interesting for people who don't ride bikes or don't ride bikes in the winter. Kind of can help people understand why you wear the certain gear that you do. So yeah, my workout time, my bike ride was about an hour and 26 minutes. Another thing I was discussing with Carol, I said this ride actually burned just over 1,000 calories. But if I do like a 2-hour walk, I burn like 600 to 800. Whereas if you go for a bike ride, you can see more. You do a very large area and you burn more calories. So I remember watching one of these health channels, and he was always getting bashed because he was telling people, he wasn't saying don't walk, he was saying if you're going to go for a walk and enjoy it, get all the health benefits from walking. But if you want to burn a little more calories in less time, if it's all about time and you're trying to burn some calories, instead of going for a walk, go for a bike ride. And in that same time that you would walk, if you were to bike ride, you'd burn way more calories. So if you want to burn more calories, go for a bike ride. If you don't really care about how many calories you burn, you just want to get out and go for a walk, go for a walk. So it is funny because he'd always get attacked in the comment section of his videos about him. I guess the way he phrased it, it sounded like walking's not good for you, so don't do it. That's, I guess, what people were thinking that he was saying. Costa Rica. Carol and I were just talking about Costa Rica, and that the fact that when Carol and I went there on our 20th anniversary, our travel agent talked us into a specific hotel that was pretty new, and we loved the hotel. It was absolutely beautiful, but it was far enough away to what Carol really wanted to do, which was the rainforest. So it wasn't worth leaving the resort to go that far to go to the rainforest, because it would have taken up a whole day of our, I think we only did maybe 7 to 10 days in Costa Rica. But we did go to a town. We did do other things. We did it's one of the longest water slides in the world down this mountain. We did that. We did horseback riding. We did a bunch of stuff, and we had a lot of fun. And all those videos are on this channel, I believe. So you can go check them out. I think I did one video on the big channel, and all the people from Costa Rica were like, man, they ripped you off because they charged way more money for a lobster dinner than you would get if you were to go into the town and go into like a mom and pop shop. But as soon as they know that you're a tourist, they just jack the prices up like crazy. So it was almost like this whole town was geared towards, because there were only 2 main hotels in that area, but it was almost like this town that was so close, they got wind of what was going on. So they had like 2 menus, and whenever somebody from out of the country would come in, they'd give them that menu, and that was the menu that was jacked up. So anyway, so my distance was 35 kilometers. I burned 1,013 calories. My elevation was 151 meters. I do have another route that I do, which is because from where we live, we're close to the lake. And then when you go up to the main road, it's uphill. So, and there are many roads from our one of our main roads down here up to that road. So I'll ride north, and then I'll head to Highway 11, and then along Highway 11, and then come down the hill back down to here, and then I go south, and then west, south, east, south, west, and do the about 4 runs up the hills. And so I think I can get over 250 meters in that run. It's been a while since I've done that, so I just wanted to get back into the swing of things. So I did a bike ride, I think on Saturday. I didn't do a bike ride Sunday, did my bike ride yesterday. So Saturday was my first bike ride in a while, and sitting your ass on that tiny little seat for an hour and a bit, your pelvic bone, there's only so much flesh between your pelvic bone and the seat, and your body weight on that, it kind of bruises, it feels like it's bruised, makes your butt sore in that area. So when I got on my bike on Monday, I got like halfway around the block, and I'm like, man, I don't think I can sit for much longer. So I stood up for a little bit and just kind of rode the pedals, but then eventually you get used to it, and then you're fine. So when you start to road bike, if you've never road bike before, the shorts that you buy have a special gel padding in them just for that reason, and it does help a lot. I've gone for like a quick little bike ride here and there with like just regular shorts on. Not a good idea. So yeah, my average speed was actually 25.1 kilometers per hour. And I was telling Carol when I got back, when you first start cycling in the year, you'll go and do your bike ride, and you'll come back and you'll have an average speed. And the average speed on Saturday was about 24 point something. The effort to get it to the next kilometer per hour average for a 30 to 35 kilometer ride is really hard. So my average on Saturday was 24, and I had to try so much harder just to get it up over 25 kilometers per hour average speed. Probably if I kept doing this, if I could get out every other day, eventually I can get up to about 26 to 27 kilometers an hour for 30 kilometers. I think my best time ever when I was at the height of my cycling abilities, I did a 2-hour bike ride and managed over 30 kilometers an hour average for the 50 kilometers that I rode. I was actually 50 kilometers. And it almost felt like when I rode north from here, it felt like the wind was on my back the whole time. And by the time I got to Barrie, turned around and started coming back, it felt like the wind was on my back again. Either that or there was like no wind, and I was just booking it. I don't know. Plus I was cycling a lot, so I was so much better at it. So I look forward to getting my average up and over 26. I think 26 is like a really good range to be in without killing yourself. After I got back from the bike ride, I realized I forgot to take any meat out of the freezer, and I already had some eggs and bacon for lunch. So I didn't want to have eggs and bacon again. So I said, hey, Carol, how would you like to go get some sushi? So we went to one of our older sushi places in Alcona, and we used to go there all the time. And then they sold it to somebody else. And the people that sold it didn't have all you can eat. It was just sit down, order from the menu. And we love the all you can eat option. You can sample a lot of different things when you do all you can eat. So we found out that it's a new ownership once again. So the first company was amazing. The second company, no all you can eat. Third company now, possibly fourth, it was all you can eat. So we had a nice spread of food, and I congratulated the cook because he did a great job at the presentation. So this is one of the presentations. This was all my sashimi. And then it's almost like he signed it with his name. That's what it looks like. But he just made like a little design. And when we first started going to that place, they had a chef that was amazing. Like all the food was always designed really well. And I think that they couldn't afford to keep him, especially at an all-you-can-eat restaurant. He didn't belong in an all-you-can-eat restaurant. And all you can eat is get the food made, give it to the people, let them eat until they're full, and then they leave. The first chef they had was just phenomenal. Again, all the presentation of all the stuff. Either it took him too long, or anyway. He was just too expensive, I think, and then I think they had to get rid of him. They got a new chef that could cook faster or whatever. I don't know what it was. But this chef is amazing, and I made sure I congratulated him. Oh, yeah, and I have a cold. Yeah, it started coming on as of Saturday. I started getting like that little sore throat. Sunday, it started coming on again. Monday, I did the bike ride, but it didn't really affect my bike ride. Even though I got a cold, still went for my bike ride. I don't care. And I needed to go for my bike ride. So I hope you guys aren't sick like I am right now, but hope you guys have a great week coming up. Thanks for watching all my videos, and I look forward to all your comments on this video. Cheers, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you in the next video. I gotta get back to work.